What's happening, YouTube? Back in the day, gamer here. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Today I'm coming at you with another pickup video. This lot here is everything that I got in the month of April that did not come from the Midwest Gaming Classic. It's a small batch, smallest ever for my pickup videos, because at the Midwest Gaming Classic, I did pick up 50 games, which if you didn't see that video, check it out. Got a lot of good ones, as usual, some turds as well. But we're going to go over this because it didn't get covered in that video. First thing I got is game related, but not a game. The Super Mario Brothers Heat Changing Mug. I already put some hot water in it and did a test. As you can see, I only filled it that high. And it's black when it's cold and blue when it's warm. So it took about 20 seconds for it to change color. That's why I did it ahead of time, so we didn't have to stare at that glass for 20 seconds. But now moving on to the games. First game we got here is a Game Boy game. It is a Simpsons title, and normally Simpsons games are not good, and this would be normal. Simpsons Escape from Camp Deadly. I had never heard of this game before a couple of months ago. I don't know why. I'm a giant Simpsons fan. I thought I would really like it, even if it were bad. But it's pretty bad, and I'm not really liking it. I'm going to play it some more because it's The Simpsons, and I love The Simpsons. But it's kind of terrible. Then I've got one Famicom game. This game right here, Cool White Cartridge. I don't know what it's called because I don't speak Japanese, but I'll put the name right here. As you can see, if the camera will focus, it's a sumo game. I saw a guy talk about this in some random video on YouTube, and I thought, sumo wrestling game, I gotta have that. It was super cheap. It's really a button masher. It's kind of fun. It has lots of cool details that I'm sure if you're into sumo wrestling, you understand and make it better. Lots of little nuances like that. But since I don't know anything about it, because here in the States, sumo wrestling is not popular, I look forward to understanding more about it soon. Through the wonders of video games. So then I've got one Sega Genesis game in this lot, and that is Superman. I expected this to be super crappy, because I got it for $2. Right off the bat, graphics are pretty awesome for a $2 game. Gameplay's pretty good. It's not great, but the graphics are stealing the show so far. Didn't play it too much because I'm still working on all those games that I picked up at the Midwest Gaming Classic. But I like it. And for $2, that's a hella deal. I only picked up one Nintendo game in this lot, and that is Iron Tank Invasion of Normandy. So the actual invasion of Normandy took place on June 6th, I believe. I think it was 1941. But anyway, on that date, this year, I want to do a tribute video to like our troops and whatnot. But seeing as how I'm not that good at editing, the video was subpar, and I didn't feel it gave the troops the honor they needed and deserved. So I scrapped it. But I look forward to doing it next year, because by then I better be much more skilled at editing. So we're holding on to that one. Don't steal my idea. But it's not a bad game. I don't think I ever played it before. I assumed it sucked. The controls are a little tough to get used to, but once you get used to it, it's like an Ikari warrior without the warrior, just the tank. There's some cool aspects to it, like you can get weapon power-ups, sort of. There's like 4 of them. There's like a long range, an exploding, a fire, a rapid. They super help. I was watching videos of other people reviewing it while I put mine together, like I said, because I wanted it to be good for the troops. It wasn't good enough. And in watching those videos, I learned some things about it. And before I knew that, the game wasn't as good. Once I figured it out, it was a lot better to play. People complain about it being really, really hard. It's hard, but in a couple hours' time, I got pretty far. Farther than I thought I was going to. So, Iron Tank Invasion of Normandy. Give it a whirl. So I've got one more non-game but gaming-related item, I picked up a book. The Super NES Player's Guide. As you've heard me talk about before, one of my most treasured possessions from my childhood is the official Nintendo Player's Guide right here. Well, now I picked up the Super Nintendo one. And what I intend to do is do a category where I start from the beginning of the book and work through and do a quick review and play of each game, page by page. I'm going to do it for the official Nintendo Player's Guide and for the Super Nintendo one. Don't steal my idea. I'll know. The crown jewel for this pickup video here technically came from the Midwest Gaming Classic, but it didn't. While we were there, I was searching for this game because I've wanted it for a long time and it's rare and expensive. I only saw one. It was in crappy condition, so I didn't want to buy it. I was complaining about it. And my girlfriend, being as awesome as she is, she heard me complaining about it, and she was slick and jumped on her phone and bought it on eBay when we were there. So technically, it was purchased at the Midwest Gaming Classic, but I didn't get it then. But that game is Golden Axe Warrior for the Sega Master System. Now I wanted to get my hands on this game for a long, long time, and I never played it till I finally picked it up because I was waiting. Obviously, everyone says it's a straight Zelda clone, and it pretty much is. I want to read a little cut from the back of the box here. World peace is at stake. Death Adder, or Ganon, a wicked giant, has stolen the 9 crystals, or Triforce, from the kingdom of Firewood, or Hyrule, and has hidden them in the 9 labyrinths, or levels, that he has created. So it goes on like that to totally steal ideas from Zelda. But anyways, if it's a Zelda clone, it's got to be awesome because Zelda's awesome. Well, first off, this game is no Zelda. I have heard people say it's better than Zelda. It's not better than Zelda. Granted, I didn't play it that much. I didn't get that far. So when you start a game right away, a lot of times it's not awesome, and then you get into it, with the levels and the bosses and the power-up items, and, so you really start digging it then. I didn't get that far. But there's no way that this is better than Zelda. It's a good game, better than average. There's no way it's as good as Zelda or better, but it has the potential to be a good game. It could be close, but time will tell. So, Golden Axe Warrior, there we go. The crown jewel for this pickup video. Thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, keep it retro!